And welcome to Holly's Racing Fantasy. This is your hotspot for weekly NASCAR Cup Series race recaps, latest news, and of course, fantasy picks for the upcoming race. And now, here's your host and the voice of Holly's Racing Fantasy.
We are throwing it back.
We are throwing it really back.
We're throwing it really back.
Yes.
I don't know whether this is 80s, whether this is 70s.
I think it's a little in between.
It's in between.
It's in between.
It is in between.
Yeah.
For Darlington, which is the upcoming race, we're throwing it back a little.
We are throwing it back.
My co-host Todd is...
Don't call me John tonight. I won't respond.
Tonight you're Todd.
Tonight I'm Todd.
Or Todd and Donna.
Todd and Donna.
Because nobody calls... who do you know, named Donna that's in, not over 50?
Right. You don't know a lot of Donnas now.
No, it's a name that, that you don't really hear anymore.
And I've only known two in my whole life was my aunt and a good friend.
Your neighbor there.
Yeah.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So here we are. It is a Wednesday night because we're going to be out of town on Thursday.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. You look great, by the way.
Thanks. So do you.
I got startled when I was watching our intro because I saw us, in there, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
a little.
It's a little unnerving.
Yeah. I got the fake stash. No, actually, I grew it. I grew it for the show.
He was gonna.
I was.
But we weren't sure how that was gonna.
I wasn't
go.
sure. Then no. I got the fake arm hair too. That matches
the fake arm hair. We glued that on.
That's
hair.
very painful.
Very painful.
But it's all for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost glued that hair back on your back, but
yeah.
Right. Okay. Before we get into the Martinsville race, we're gonna say we're gonna do small talk.
Yeah.
Which is what we're watching.
Right.
Which is basically sports.
Yeah.
We haven't really. Oh well, we watched this one Harlan Coben series on Netflix.
Yeah, it was a little.
What was it? Just One Look.
Just One Look.
But it was Polish.
Like we love Harlan Coben.
We do. He's like a mystery writer, and his books and his series are all great. They're fun.
Right.
But
I had to turn my fan off.
That's okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. This one is it's Polish, but it's overdubbed.
Yeah.
So they're like, and they're talking, but it like doesn't line up. But still, it's all right.
And total different culture too.
Yes.
But the story was
great.
I imagine the book was good.
I imagine it was.
But
But it's funny because overdub actors are like
overdub actors.
Yeah. I feel like I could be a way better overdub actor.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that.
I'm sure you could.
We're watching March Madness.
March Madness.
My bracket. I picked Duke to go all the way still, and they're still there.
They're still in it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
The Knicks, who are looking good.
You're really fanning yourself now?
Why? Is that a big deal?
Yeah, it's going into the microphone. It's loud.
Oh my God, hot flashes.
You got to deal. You got to cope with it, man. You got to. It's for the show. You got to be. You got to do it.
Can I fan it with a picture?
Yeah, that's better.
Should I do our throwback pictures right now?
Yeah, why don't you do
Okay,
that?
here's our throwback pictures. I have a picture, John, his throwback picture. Because John's hair in the 80s really isn't far off.
It's not far from
what he's wearing right now.
Shut up.
Except for you don't have, and his girlfriend at the time, she's got the perfect 80s teased out hair.
Yeah.
His girlfriend at the time, her name's Linnell.
Yeah.
And we are still all great friends.
Yep.
Like she is a close friend of our family.
Yep.
Which may seem weird.
Yeah.
But, age 16 was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's great. She's great. So here's John's flashback picture. Okay, ready? Here. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it?
I can see it.
Can you see it both?
Yeah.
There's John's hair.
There's my hair.
John Linnell.
Who's got longer hair? Or who's got more hairspray?
Oh.
Back it up a little bit there. You're a little too close.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Yeah? How's
That's
that?
good. That's good.
I think it's tied.
Yeah.
You both.
We both had Aquanet.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Stiff Stuff, Shockwaves, and Aquanet. Now, I'm giving you a run for the money. This is the night before my 16th birthday. The homecoming dance at my school was the night before I turned 16.
Okay.
And this is hair. My God. This. Ready?
All right. Let's see it.
Wait, ready?
Whoa.
How's that look? Is that too close?
Yep.
Should I back off?
I think it's good. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, no. Okay.
Like my real glasses.
Oh, so we don't even know.
We don't even know.
But that's me.
Yeah. Lower it a little bit.
Okay.
Lower it down. There you go. Back it up.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, go with that.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a lot of hairspray.
A lot of
Shockwaves,
hairspray.
Stiff Stuff, and and the final, the Aquanet.
Yes.
Oh man.
I like that.
Those were the days. If I could go back to that time.
Yeah, and tell your old self there.
Tell my old self you don't have to wear pantyhose. It's a phase.
Yeah.
No, not just that.
Yeah.
But wouldn't we all love to go back to 15, 16?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And I'd probably end up right here anyway.
Yeah.
Who am I talking?
Yeah.
You know, what am I talking?
That's how it goes.
So Val Kilmer passed away.
Yep.
That is
Horribly
very
sad.
sad. Like when I saw it this morning, I almost cried because he was one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
And I watched his biography, his documentary about himself, and then I read his book last year.
Yeah.
And it's just horribly sad. And it's not like he was really like, I mean, we all know he'd been battling, neck cancer. I think neck and head cancer or something. It was
like rare.
But not brain or
it wasn't throat, right?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
It was like, so we knew he was battling, with that. But he was just posting on Instagram last week, and he died of pneumonia.
Yeah.
You got to be careful of pneumonia when you get to our age.
You do.
You got to get that pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
Yeah, it'll kill you. That pneumonia, that'll kill you.
God.
And speaking of tombstones, it's kind of tombstone-y mustache, almost like a Sam Elliott.
It is like a Sam Elliott. Yeah, and Val Kilmer passed away. What were we just talking about last week? We were talking about Tombstone.
I tell you, whenever we said that,
remember,
like a couple shows back, we said every time we talk about somebody,
they pass away.
Out
of the blue.
There's proof. I'm sure if you go back and watch a couple shows ago, you'll hear us mention that.
You will hear us mention that.
Yeah.
And there it is. We were just talking about Tombstone and Doc Holliday and Val Kilmer. Honest to God.
You know what?
Last week we were talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
And Donald Veal posted that he saw Andre the Giant in 1985.
How cool is that?
That must have been like, that guy, I mean, so huge.
Huge.
And of course, Princess Bride. We watched Princess Bride lately again.
Yeah.
So, that's the small talk.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's just,
Otherwise, it's time for NASCAR.
I think so. I think I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Do you want to talk about the winner?
Yeah, let's do our winner here.
I finally get to wear my shirt.
She's
I got to wear it when I can.
Let's look at it. Denny Hamlin. Of course, we have our affiliate links up there.
Our affiliate links for cool Denny Hamlin stuff. Did you find a cool shirt?
I got a cool, kind of like a Kyle Larson shirt from last week, but it's just Denny Hamlin. They got like these vintage shirts for like 7 or 8 drivers.
That's cool.
Got a flag T-shirt too with the number 11, like the number 11 flag.
Ooh.
Denny Hamlin sign and a Denny Hamlin diecast car. I think it's the Mavis. I can't read it. I don't have my real glasses on.
That's okay. I think you said it was the Mavis.
Yeah, and I know Mavis doesn't sponsor him anymore.
No.
But
that's all right. They did.
You can collect it.
It's still collectible.
Now,
when Denny, I was waiting for a barrage of boos, and when he first got out of the car, he got some cheers.
He did, and then he held up that sign.
I know,
and I think he should have not have. I don't think he should have done it.
I'll go into that a little bit because you know who else said that? Kevin Harvick said the same thing.
Yeah, I think he was finally winning the crowd back.
Yes, that's what he said. He was winning, and he held up a sign, a big flag that said 11 against the world.
Right. Yeah.
And then people were like, "Meh," and people started giving him the boos, and then it kind of went downhill from there. And that's what Kevin Harvick said. He said he shouldn't have held up the sign because he was starting to win the crowd back.
Yep.
And, I think he can lean out of the villain role.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
I do too.
for Pete's sake.
I do too.
But it was nice. All of his family was down there. Taylor and Molly and his fiance. Oh, she is the fiance finally.
Yeah.
She was the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And his very pregnant fiance, Jordan. She was down there. So that was nice, little family moments.
Yeah.
So click on the affiliate links if you want any Denny Hamlin gear.
Yeah. Check it out. Start collecting good stuff.
Wasn't it Full House? Didn't Dave Coulier say, check it out?
Oh yeah.
I just did I think like a check it out.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that show.
Well, I didn't watch much of it either, but I kind of sometimes get into
I was
pop
cool.
culture.
I was watching Growing Pains. I was not watching other crap.
I don't think I had this
like
channel.
That's cooler. I'm just trying to be funny.
I think I didn't have ABC, but I got NBC.
Okay.
When we had the antennas. Okay, so Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell, who won the poll, came in second.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace was third.
Good for Bubba. Yeah.
Chase Elliott, fourth.
Yeah.
Took some of that Jeff Gordon, stuff to heart, I guess.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson, fifth. Ross Chastain was sixth. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Ryan Preece, the man.
Yeah.
This is his third top 10 in a row.
That's crazy.
I know. Joey Logano finally got his first top 10 finish of the year at 8th.
Yeah.
Chase Briscoe was 9th, and Todd Gilliland
Todd,
is
my
10th.
man.
Ryan Blaney came back and beat the odds for 11th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know.
Starting in the back.
Gilliland, starting in the back, coming right up.
What he got up there.
He did.
Yeah.
Now there was of course some incidents. Let me pop over here first.
Okay.
How many hot dogs did you find out that they sell in the every weekend?
I think it was 70,000 or 77. It was like it's 70-some thousand
hot dogs.
Hot dogs a weekend.
70, not 7.
No.
70.
Yes.
Hot dogs a weekend. And Chris Myers, I thought, was going to barf.
He did not want to eat that.
He did not want to eat that. I think that he's never had a hot dog. I think that's his thing. Like Michael K is like weird with what he eats. I think Chris Myers hasn't had a hot dog. But they peer pressured him into taking a bite.
Right.
I would be the same way. I'm weird about the food, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be able to do it or not. Maybe. 70, and then you found out that Martinsville has a curb.
Yeah, I found out that Martinsville. It does. It's got a curb.
It's got a curb.
On the inside of the track. I never knew that.
No.
Because it was like he hit the curb and bounced off. I was like, what? There's a curb?
I guess.
That doesn't make it any harder.
Right. I know.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at one point when they were pitting, Bubba Wallace pulled out of his pit box and ran into Josh Berry.
Right.
And Bubba kept going, and then Josh tried to go and then just stalled out, right?
Right, yeah.
So the whole brouhaha was they were like Front Row Motorsports was saying that Bubba Wallace hit them in the battery, hit them just so and killed their battery, which to begin with, I'm like, please.
Yeah.
I watched it. No, he didn't.
No.
But everybody was blaming him. But then, and they finally got the battery going and he got back on the track, but he was 2 laps down.
Yeah.
So shortly thereafter, Austin Cindric lost his battery, although he didn't end up going down any laps. But so there was a problem with the Penske batteries. Mm-hmm. So they had to walk back their comments about Bubba. And Bubba was like, whatever, I'm used to it. No big deal.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. So battery problems. That's kind of weird. What is that all about?
And they ran out, and that was it. I mean, how do you run out of batteries?
I
don't know.
I'm telling you.
Well, I guess it can happen.
Following the NASCAR Cup Series, I have my bifocals on because they look cool with this outfit.
Yeah.
So I have to keep kind of adjusting to see my screen.
Yeah.
Eric Jones was disqualified.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? He failed to reach the minimum weight requirement.
It's like, and I saw an article for that this week.
Yeah.
It was like shocking. It was like, it's not shocking.
I know.
Such clickbait.
Oh.
Rawr.
Well, what was the clickbait? I saw a headline that said, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, and others face penalties after Martinsville.
Yep.
And I thought, what the hell? I click on it. Stupid me.
Yeah.
It was from last year's Martinsville.
Yeah.
It was this date, like the other day's date. But it's like, what? Back in 2024. And I hate you.
People do anything.
You know what? Get your real writing cap on and write a real story like some of us have to do.
Yeah.
And so that's where we are. We ran it down.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin. What else happened? Can you think of anything else
that happened at the race? It was a good race.
I don't have very many notes.
It was a good race.
It was a good race. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. A lot of penalties, accidents and instant accidents, hints and allegations.
Hot dogs and Kevin and them fighting up in the booth was not fighting, but it's fun. It's fun to listen to.
I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to say, I'm not going to put this in the news. I'm going to put it in the race because they were kind of getting into it. Yeah. Because they were talking. There was a lot that went on with the Xfinity. I don't know. Maybe I should move that to NASCAR news. I will. But I'm not ready for NASCAR news quite yet because I want to say if you or someone you know has a gambling addiction.
I don't.
And you would like to get help.
I do not.
To not be addicted to gambling.
I don't want to be addicted.
Then
I am.
You can easily get help at 1-800-GAMBLER. Just dial the number. It's 1-800-GAMBLER. They will help you and assist you to not gamble. I bought a $5 scratch off this weekend.
I lost my phone. On a bet. So now I can't call.
Go to the library. Maybe they will let you use the phone.
They don't have a payphone.
I spent $5. I didn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I was at the Food Lion.
Yeah.
I bought a $5 scratch off because
Did we win?
Not a penny.
Wow.
Not a penny. I felt sick over spending $5 to win nothing. You can even give me $1 back.
Right.
Screw the lottery.
I know.
Screw
it's
them
kind of like
all.
when you think about it, like
Yeah.
in that example.
Yeah.
And I know people have bought like $20 scratch offs and you know whatever, but it's basically like just pulling a nice crisp 20 out of your wallet,
Right.
or five. In this case, a $5.
Yeah, that was
crumbling
hard
it
enough.
up.
No.
Throw it in
Shut
the
up.
toilet. Boosh.
You know, you're right.
I mean,
That's
that's what it's
exactly right.
like.
You're
I mean,
right.
I just can't
You're
do
right.
it.
No,
I mean,
you're right. Throw it in the toilet.
I know there's odds to win, but I don't know. I just don't have money to throw away.
No, I know. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'll never make that mistake again.
Yeah, you won't do that again.
Okay, so let's move to the NASCAR news.
The NASCAR news.
I don't know how many of you watched the Xfinity race, but there was an incident in the end where Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray was leading, and it was in the final lap, and Sammy Smith decided to drive up and literally not even accidentally push him out of the way, not even a little nudge.
Nope.
I mean, hit him hard enough so that Sammy Smith's hood went boom and buckled up.
Yep.
Taylor Gray went out, which it screwed Sammy Smith anyway. And then a bunch of cars got messed up, and Austin Hill drove right through, and he won.
Yep.
So Sammy Smith did get penalized for his actions.
Yes. Everyone was expecting that, but worried that it wasn't going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Penalized as in just 50 points. But still, only 50?
Yeah.
I mean, someone just got 100. Didn't Chase Briscoe get... Well, no, I think someone just got like 100 points.
That was Briscoe.
And
no. Cindric. Right?
Yes.
Cindric, yeah.
And 25 grand.
Yeah.
25 grand and 50 points.
Oh, it's 25
Which,
grand.
I mean, I know that's a lot of points technically.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised there's no suspension.
No, I know.
That was kind of weird.
I know.
Because a lot of people were thinking they would.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, they said Joey Logano was on the SiriusXM NASCAR radio, and he said going from 2 car lengths back and straight up dumping someone is not acceptable.
No.
That's not aggressive driving. That's demolition derby, and it's unprofessional.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it did look unprofessional. Now, I did watch Taylor Gray. Now, when they were talking to him after, he seemed very cool about it. But then I did see little footage of him trying to go up and, start something with Sammy Smith. But, the security holds them back. Boo.
Boo. Let them fight.
That's what Clint said.
Yeah.
Clint said, you know what? Let them duke it out.
Let's see what happens.
And maybe that'll get some of this aggression out, and the Xfinity won't be a dumpster. Mike Joy said it was a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Which,
it's not good.
I don't know if it is. Maybe it is, but it seems like a lot of shit is happening down there.
Yeah, it does.
I think that people were like mad at Mike Joy for saying that.
Oh.
But I don't know. I thought it was,
it's not that bad of a comment.
Man, it's not that bad.
No.
I've heard him say worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And by worse, I just mean,
Yeah. Not with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Not with it.
Not with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, Legacy Motor Club is suing Rick Ware Racing because it says that they entered into an agreement to buy a Rick Ware charter.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to go through, but they were supposed to get it for 2026. And now Legacy is saying that Rick Ware is trying to get out of the deal. Which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to see what happens.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something, John.
You can ask away.
Now, does it seem strange that a team like Legacy is trying to get a 4th car?
It does.
When the cars that they have aren't exactly fantastic.
They're not really they're not winning any races.
Right. Well, I mean,
but I mean,
right.
I don't know,
I know that Nemechek has had a couple of good finishes, and I know that Eric Jones has had a couple of good runs, but he doesn't finish well.
No. And
I don't know why.
And not to mention, was
know.
the best finish this year Jimmy Johnson?
Well, we know the old 84. Yeah, it was.
The owner got the best finish,
Jimmy.
but he's not trying to do that. I mean, he's just trying to get experience and learning about the cars and what he's got to teach his guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. These are I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I know they're making some changes.
Yeah.
So maybe they're hoping by that time they can get that 4th car. Well, then again, Jimmy doesn't run every single race, so technically it'll probably be 3.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
It will be.
What is going on? Everybody's suing everybody. 2311
oh my gosh.
row.
Talk about the lawsuits.
Or, gosh.
Jeez, is this the 80s?
Yeah.
Ricky? Ricky was a young boy.
He had a heart of stone.
Didn't everybody sue each other in the 80s? Was that or not? I mean, everybody sues each other now too, but I mean, I thought like it really kind of broke out in the 80s. Like
that's
the
probably when it
lawsuits
started.
where it was like,
That might be when it started.
Yeah.
Everybody sues everybody.
Everybody
for
sues
everything.
anybody.
I hope to God nobody sues me for anything. Well, try it. I
Copy-
got nothing.
Yeah.
You can sue me for my pants.
They say you can't get blood from a stone.
Blood from a stone.
So try it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got some sexy booth talk.
Oh, we do?
We do.
Is that coming up now?
I think it should.
Do you want to let the people have it?
Let's let the people have it because you know what? If I don't know if we have enough to go a full 45 minutes tonight.
I don't know. Let's see what we got going on
All
here.
right.
Let's get some sexy booth talk going here.
I will remind everybody, just in case somebody's just joining the show,
Yeah.
I don't make this up.
Nope.
This is real stuff.
This
is real stuff.
Yeah.
When you're watching the race and one of the boys in the booth comes out with something and you are like, whoa,
What?
that sounds like that could have been in a bee porn.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you who said it,
No, we won't.
but it could be Mike Joy,
Mikey Joy.
Clint Boyer,
Clinty Boyer.
or Kevin Harvick.
Oh, happy.
So we're going to start with the first one.
Oh, let me have it.
Ready?
Yeah.
He thought twice about putting it in there 3 wide.
Oh, you better think more than twice.
Next up,
Oh, yeah.
give me a hole. I need to get down, get down, get down.
Oh, sounds like the 70s.
Oh, and I think only one more.
Oh,
Ready?
yeah.
I want to wait for Denny Hamlin to pass these lap cars, then pounce on him.
Oh, Denny, you better hurry. There's a pouncing coming.
And as usual, I just cannot get enough of the response. The call and
just-
answer gets to me.
Yeah, you can't.
But that's it for SBT this week.
Yeah, that's all right.
Pretty fun. Pretty
It was
fun.
fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good times.
I'm gonna have to
Good times.
swap out my glasses because I can't.
I can't really see that great either.
Honey, if you need to put your glasses on,
you know,
it's okay.
you know what? If there's some mistakes tonight, it's all for vanity.
It is for vanity.
How about for vanity? I'm just gonna keep the glasses on because
I'm getting a headache though, so I got to switch mine out.
I'm sure my eyes are trying to focus, and they're like, "You're too old.
Yeah.
You're too old to focus."
I know.
You know.
God, it made me choke.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to who you like
Let's
and
do who do you like and why?
Who you like and why?
Who do you like and why? Who do you like and why? We want to know who you're picking, so you better get to thinking. Who do you like and why? Who do you like and like and who do you like and like and who do you like and like and like and like and like?
Okay.
All right.
I make a fool of myself every time.
You do.
I don't care.
I'm just telling you, you do.
Okay, we have got Tara, Rose, and Scott
Yep.
all picked Denny Hamlin.
Yeah. But they're gonna. Well, yeah. But
Well,
you know
yeah,
what?
no, Tara.
That's fine. Okay. Here's Tara's pick because I there's the graphics.
Yeah, no.
Tara.
Do it.
There's Tara.
There's Tara.
There's Tara. There you go, Tara.
Okay.
All right.
And Rose.
And hold on, Rose. It's coming.
Rose.
All right. Okay. It's got 10 seconds there. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah. Oh.
There's Rose.
Oh.
Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
There's the Denny.
There's the Denster.
There's the and
Scott.
Okay, Scott's coming up next. Look at
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Up.
Up.
Here's Scott.
There's Scott.
There's Scott.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
They all say, "Hey, he's on a roll.
Yeah.
He is really good in Darlington.
He really is.
He's got the lady in black is
He rides the wall.
Yep.
Ooh.
yeah.
and then,
Ooh, we'll have sexy booth talk next week. So.
The Darlington stripe, right? They call it.
Yep,
You
they
get that
sure
get
do.
that put on your car, and
Yep.
So you want to think about other drivers who can drive the wall well.
Oh, that's you know what Scott put it best when he said when you're setting your lineup this week, you need to balance who knows this track and who can run it well,
Right.
with who's in a hot streak mode.
Yeah. Yes.
It's tough. I kind of went out on a limb for my picks this week.
Yeah.
For some,
You did.
For some were obvious, and
Yeah.
then not. And I don't know.
Well, hey.
I don't know.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to my
Yeah.
picks?
Let's do your picks.
Great, and then I'll run down the schedule and the
Let's definitely,
standings and blah 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 blah.
Let's do your picks.
Let's
we
go
can
to my
definitely
picks.
do that. Let's do your picks.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, here they come. Holly's picks.
For the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, which I wanted to go to this race originally.
Yeah.
But things, we never ended up scheduling it.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be, well, we'll run down the weather, but it's going to be hot there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't go. We'd be fainting.
We'll be running that.
I'd be putting you on the ground with your feet up in the air.
Yeah. It's
so
gonna be
that
too
you
hot.
don't faint.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go with my brilliant picks.
Yep.
This is obvious.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
Or go figure. And
Yeah.
we all are in agreement, which I
Yep.
said on
Oh, yeah.
Facebook. I
Yeah.
said, do you think that means that we're jinxing him because we are all picking Denny this week?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Probably not.
No. Number 11's going to show up.
He is.
Yeah.
He's on a roll
Yep.
all the way like a Martinsville hot dog.
Yeah. I like it.
And, I expect him, if not to win, top 3.
Yeah.
William Byron. I
yeah.
was really torn between Byron and Larson because William Byron has not been doing the
Oh,
best
you just
lately.
picked William Byron, and I thought it was bad Brad.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You screwed my graphics.
I did it. Wait. What do you
All right.
got up there?
I got Brad.
I did pick
Second.
Brad.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
I'm going with Brad.
All right.
I
Let's
don't
go
know
with Brad
why
here.
he's here.
All right.
I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah, it's definitely going on a limb.
Even though all of his, even through his post-Penske years,
Mm-hmm.
Darlington has been his one bright spot.
Yes,
And he won it a year ago.
he did.
And this is probably my last chance to put Brad Keselowski in the Brilliance.
Yeah, because he'll be a bold mostly.
Right. If
Yeah.
he's anything.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just hoping. I'm hoping for him because
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
Yes.
So I'm picking Brad
All right.
and William Byron.
And now William Byron.
You know why I screwed it up? Because I was thinking, man, I was so torn between Byron and Larson
Yeah.
because Larson is a wall rider.
Yes, he is. He does it very well.
So
Yeah.
it could be either, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say Byron.
Okay.
I'm going to say Byron.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he
go for
does
it.
have good numbers. He had an accident there last fall,
Right.
but I think he'll have a return this weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
That sounds good.
Bold picks.
Bold.
Sticking with Chase Briscoe again.
I say we be bold.
Because you know what? He won it last fall and came in 5th place last spring.
Yep.
And the way he is running, I expect to see him up there again
Yeah.
this week.
Yep.
Same thing with Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
He only needs to repeat, have another amazing run. He's had 4 single-digit finishes in a row. I
Yep.
mean, he was 16th last fall,
Uh-huh.
but I think that was the whole trying to help the teammates.
Right.
So I think he's going to have a good race. I think he's going to have a good race on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here is my really, really, really bold pick is Justin Haley.
Yes.
In 2022, he finished 3rd here.
Yep.
And since then, he's had a few single-digit finishes,
Right,
including
right.
9th place last spring.
Right.
So, and he's been having a not so bad year.
No.
He's had a couple of top 10s.
Yeah.
In Miami. He had a top 10 in Miami.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see more of that. So
Yeah.
Justin Haley is your way out bold sleeper pick.
Way out bold sleeper.
And honorable mention,
Let's go for it.
I was torn here too, but Eric Jones.
Hey. Your
because
honor.
he used to be really good here.
Yeah.
And it's I just banged my leg on my desk. And it's quite possible that he might come back and surprise everybody, especially after that disqualification. Maybe he wants to get all bowed up and
Yeah.
drive it in there.
Yeah.
So, no pun intended.
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
No, yes, pun intended.
Pun intended.
Yes.
Okay. So before I run this down, before I run it down one more time, I'm going to say,
Yeah.
don't forget, if you all want to just pop onto I do a little clip every week now.
Yeah.
Like quick picks.
Yes.
Where in case you can't watch the whole show.
Yeah.
You can go to my quick picks.
We'll give you the quick picks.
So just go there and give it a like.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
And make sure you like this video.
Yeah.
And comment and subscribe.
Yes.
So here are my picks once
Yes.
again for the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway.
Okay.
Brilliant picks are Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and William Byron. Bold picks are Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, and Justin Haley. And my honorable mention is Eric Jones. Those are my NASCAR fantasy picks for the Cup Series this weekend in Darlington, and I'm sticking to them. So,
Yeah.
we changed the batteries in our fire.
If you're hearing a chirp,
in our
we're not holding birds
honest
hostage.
to God. We changed the batteries because we, had a house inspection every 6 months.
Yeah.
Changed the batteries in the smoke alarms,
Yeah.
and this one in my autistic son's room.
Yeah. Oh, now it's going off in my room.
You're kidding?
No, that's what you're hearing.
Yours.
That's not Jack's. That's mine.
Like every 6 hours.
Every
they
6
start
hours,
going off
they
again.
start chirping.
I don't know what that means.
If you have any suggestions, just throw that in the.
Yeah. Well, right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're gonna have to look at that after this. So
Yeah.
Honest to God.
It's always something.
It is always something.
You try to do the right thing, am I right?
Right. Oh, better replace these batteries.
I'll replace these batteries with some really good batteries with like 30,000 ratings. I know they're not Energizer, but they're like this new kind of 7 years life, like really super batteries.
Yeah.
And I figure, well, I'll pop them in there. And
do you still have the old ones?
I threw them out.
Father Mucker.
I know. I should have. I should have saved them.
Did you hear how I did that?
Yeah, I heard how you did that.
I know. Okay, let me run down the standings. If the playoffs were to happen right now, here's who would be in it.
Yeah.
William Byron is first place still.
Wow.
Kyle Larson.
He's the man.
He is. Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott, strangely enough. Christopher. How is Chase Elliott higher in the points than Christopher Bell?
I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick. Bubba is 8th. Joey, Ryan Blaney, Chris Boucher is 11th. Briscoe, Chastain, Ryan Preece would be in the playoffs if it ended now. Michael McDowell, and last but not least, Kyle Busch.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that something?
So Kyle would make it.
Kyle would make it.
Hey. That's not bad.
Darlington is on FS1 this week at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
And let me get you the weekend schedule for the Darlington Spring Race.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Saturday on the CW. Now, there's no truck race this weekend.
Right. Oh, okay.
Okay, just Xfinity and Cup.
Okay.
Practice for the Xfinity is at 10:05 a.m. on Saturday on the CW app.
Okay.
Followed by qualifying at 11:10 a.m. on the CW app.
Yes.
Who wants the CW? Practice for the comp is at 12:35.
Uh-huh.
That's on Prime. And qualifying is at 1:40 on Prime.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. The Xfinity race is 3:30 p.m. That's the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200.
Nice. And you never know what's going to happen on those races.
You never
so they're
know.
kind of fun to tune in.
They are fun to watch. 3:30 p.m. Eastern on the CW. It's on your antenna. Grab it.
Grab it.
Okay.
I think they stream free too. Like you could download the CW app and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure it's free.
Yeah, I think it's like you can catch it there too.
Yep. And Sunday, the Goodyear 400 is at 3 o'clock Eastern on FS1 and MRN.
Yeah.
And you can listen to it on SiriusXM too.
Yeah.
So
let's check out the weather.
87
degrees. I can't read it.
No.
Yeah, 20. It's gonna be cloudy. 20% precipitation.
Well, at least it's not gonna rain.
Yeah, it shouldn't rain, but it's gonna be hot.
And I bet it's gonna be muggy.
Wow. Yeah, 87.
Yeah.
Muggy, humid, 54%. It's like
unbelievable.
But cloudy. But that's as of right now. It's Wednesday. You know, it could change.
There's a heat wave down here right
now. Yeah.
It's
like a summer heat wave.
Yeah, summer preview. But it's gonna get chilly again. So we'll be okay.
Yeah.
After Darlington is Bristol.
Wow.
And then it's Easter. They're off.
They're off for Easter. So the show will be off. We'll be off.
The show will be off for Easter, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, heck yeah.
Yeah,
That's Holy Thursday, man.
Yeah, and I might be able to like fix some of these techie issues going on here. You know.
Give
me a work week.
We're gonna set up our Buy Me a Coffee account so people could buy magnets.
Yes.
We were supposed to do that this weekend, but we're going out of town for a couple days. So we're getting there.
We're getting there.
We really are.
Yeah, we are.
So okay, you know what? Do we have? Can we pop out early?
How much time are we? What do we go to?
John, 30? It's like 7:35.
Oh wow!
I know.
That went fast.
I know it did.
Yeah.
But I hate to hear, the beeping.
Yeah, it's driving everybody crazy.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to have to keep listening to that beeping.
No, I know. It's annoying.
Beeping.
You
know what? Annoying. Take this time and go look up Val Kilmer on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look up a couple things.
Go watch something that Val Kilmer was into.
Yeah, absolutely. Real Genius. Oh, it was my favorite. First thing I ever saw him in was Real Genius.
Yes.
And I loved him. And then, of course, Tombstone. Yep. There's so many. Willow. I loved him in Willow. Mad Mardigan.
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Heat. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Are you kidding me?
What was that one? Thunderheart.
I
think,
with Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was one with
And then there was only one.
He was in that Deja Vu movie with Denzel.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't recognize him, but he was the he was like the whatever.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah.
So what?
Hey.
You don't have to listen to my chirping thing anymore. So
chirping, chirp.
Chirpy chirp.
No, we're holding birds hostage.
There's a lot
of birds out right now.
There really is. They love my holly bushes.
It's the Azalea Festival this weekend.
The Azalea Festival.
Right?
They crowned Miss Azalea tonight on the news. So sweet.
I know. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Let's go.
Okay.
we're going to see you
We'll
again
see you
next
back next week.
We'll be here Thursday.
We'll be here.
Next week we'll be here Thursday.
We'll be back on Thursday.
So everybody be careful out there.
Yes, be
You
careful.
never know. People are crazy. A lot of weird stuff's going on. Hang in there.
Hang in there, people.
Hang in there to all of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wash your hands.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to say stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
And race on.
And race on.